If by now you haven't started using OpenClaw, then you are sleeping and left behind, because technology has moved further and further and further, and now it is even mind-blowing because OpenClaw gives you the ability to have your own personal assistant. You are not actually employing it. Well, you are employing it if you look at how much you are spending based on API calls, but the most amazing part of it is that you could just tell OpenClaw, I want you to go to my email right now and check all my latest emails, tell me the one to respond to, and probably delete the junk ones. You have so many emails. You've been looking for an opportunity or a way to clear off emails that are old emails, and this is not just based on email, but I'm just letting you know what OpenClaw can do. Some people have actually mentioned using it to create a whole full website, a whole full dashboard. Some people have actually used it to build bots, to build applications, to do a lot of other things. Some people actually made it do this as well. They created a social media platform for AI agents where AI agents can talk to each other. My suspicion is that they actually used OpenClaw to do this because it's having OpenClaw logo right here. And yeah, OpenClaw was formerly named Clawbot, also named Multbot, then later changed to OpenClaw. So I think this is the fourth or third name, but this is the actual stable one right now. And it's been amazing using it. It can do so many things. One of those things is you being able to use it on any of your existing social media platform. Like, you can connect with this AI agent, and this AI agent is not just an AI agent, it's an autonomous AI agent. Autonomous in the sense that it can do literally anything. You give it prompt and it doesn't just respond to you like ChatGPT would or Perplexity or any other website would. It digs deeper. It performs actions in the sense that you can tell it to go and send an email, which you can't use Perplexity, ChatGPT, or any other LLM platforms to do any of this. You can only tell it, okay, I want to send out an email. How will I construct the email? But this particular AI or autonomous AI agent, which is OpenClaw, can help you construct the email, send the email, do follow up on those emails. Probably you send an email out to someone and the person has not responded, then you want the AI agent to send out another email or a sequential email. It will do that. All you just need to do is to tell it that, oh, I want you to respond to this particular email. Once you respond to it, I want you to also monitor if that particular name or email respond back to me. If it doesn't, do follow up emails on that particular person's email. So you can do all of that. You can instruct OpenClaw to do all of these things. You can use cron job and so many other things. And on this platform right here, I know there are so many people that have made videos about OpenClaw, but majority of them don't use their actual platform, their actual documentation to explain things to you. So using their actual documentation, there are several ways to install OpenClaw. One of the first way is to install it using this command. You use this command, is a script, is a shell script, and immediately you run this command, it would ask you a few other questions, start installing OpenClaw almost immediately, or immediately, depending on the server you're making use of. And now the second method is using this second command as well. Now this is if you want to skip the onboarding section. Probably you want to skip the onboarding and you don't want to go through the process of inputting your API and so on. You just want the dashboard immediately, and that part is actually for advanced users. Now the other method is you installing it in a Docker container. Now the reason you might want to use a Docker container is if you have a server and on that server there's something else on that server you want to protect and you don't want OpenClaw to tamper with it. So it would be advisable for you to install it in a Docker container and even go further by using the sandbox to install it. So this protects that server from any attack or probably OpenClaw misbehaving, because yeah, you might decide not to just use Claude Opus and Sonnet, because Claude Opus and Sonnet also make mistakes. there are all these LLM platforms are not 100% perfect yet. You might decide to put it in a Docker container and leave it there. Now, one other platform a lot of influencers have spoken about is installing it using Hostinger. So they have also been using Hostinger to install it in one click. Now you can use Hostinger to install it in one click. I think there's a button for it somewhere around this side. Yeah, one click OpenClaw. So there's a button for it right here, and you can install OpenClaw. Now Hostinger charge $6.99 per month for this particular OpenClaw server, and you'll be given 2 VPS core and 8 GB of RAM and 100 GB NVMe. That's your space, your disk, and about 8 terabyte bandwidth. That's based on the speed it's going to be operating on. Now, what I want to say is that there is actually a better offer compared to this Hostinger platform, and that better offer is you using Contabo. Now, Contabo would also give you the same one click. You can see, host your own AI agent with OpenClaw free one-click setup. They also have a free one-click setup, and that one-click setup, all you just need to do is to same thing with the way Hostinger operates, but you'll be getting a lot more cheaper package right here. It's cheaper and is also giving you better run rates. Now, what you should be looking after is the CPU core. That means it would be flawless. It won't be hanging. And you can see the RAM is also the same thing with Hostinger's RAM, but the CPU would make it better, would make it perform better. And the NVMe is 75 GB. Now, one other advantage this has is that you can decide to make use of SSD. One, it is cheaper than Hostinger. If you click on getting it, that's get started, just input a password or just ask it to generate a password right here, then click on next. Now, once you click on next, let it load up. If you don't already have an account, create an account right here. Just input your information, John. Let's move to the next stage, and it will ask you to make payments. It will take you to the checkout page. Now you make your payments, and immediately after you make your payments, you would be given the option to use OpenClaw, just the same process as Hostinger would give you. So I know a lot of you have actually chosen Hostinger for this, but I just want to clarify that there's a better option right here. You can as well just use this same option. You'd see it right at the top, apps and panels. You click on it, you can see, once you scroll around this apps and panel, you see a drop down, and in that drop down you can click on new OpenClaw VPS. So those are the ways to get to it, and you can also host your N8N on this particular server as well. This is also a one-time installation. Now, if you want to install multiple N8N, multiple OpenClaw, or maybe you want to install OpenClaw and N8N together in the same server, you can as well do that, which is what I did, and that is why I am not installing OpenClaw right now. Now, this same process, I just want you guys to see that you'll be paying monthly right here, but there is another way to go about this, which is if you go straight to VPS Cloud. Now, this second method of doing it is you click on the VPS Cloud VPS, and it brings you to this particular page. This one right here is not for you to install OpenClaw in one button, but let me just take you through the process of using this particular method as well. So you click on get started as well, and you can see the speed at which Contabo is going to give you for that server is a lot higher than what Hostinger promised. Now you would see different prices right here. You can decide to go for the 6 month, the 1 month package, and so on. And if you scroll down right here, you can decide to change from NVMe to SSD, and that way you would even get bigger or larger storage for your cloud code, which is what I'm using though. Now right here you can click on new apps and you can select OpenClaw right here. So it is still the same method, but it is just for you to get a higher SSD, which is a higher storage. So you get a higher storage if you make use of this particular method. And right here you can scroll down to the bottom and generate or input your password, but make sure you save that password. Once you generate it, save that password, then you click on next, and you can see right here for a whole 12 months you'll be paying $47.52 for a whole 1 year, and you are saving about $11. And for Hostinger, this is what they have. You'll be paying about 2 times what Contabo is actually offering you. Then if you decide to I just want to show you how much you'll be paying for a whole year if you're making use of Hostinger, or for those making use of Hostinger at the moment. But you can actually switch from Hostinger to Contabo, because Contabo give you the best and the cheapest platform with a little bit more capacity. It's not a little bit, because if or when you are using your OpenClaw, that is when you know that that 2 core that they added and that SSD that you increased is a lot, because that SSD alone is giving you about ×2 or 1/4 of what Hostinger is going to give you. And right here you can see the price compared to each other. If you decide to go for 12 months, you can see this is ×2 of what you would be getting right here. This is 88, and right here you'll be getting 47. So I know you know the best choice to make, or the best thing to go for, or the best one to go for, but that is all about that in this video. Maybe in my next video I'll be showing you how to install OpenClaw. But if you want me to show you how to install OpenClaw and how I set up my own OpenClaw, what I'm using it as my JSON file and so on, I will show you in my next video. But I want you to drop in the comment section and let me know how you feel about this video, and also smash this like button so people like yourself would see this video. And yeah, that is that for that, and enjoy your OpenClaw. Let me go to mine right now, because I also have mine installed and I've been using it right here. So this is it. So if I say I right now, so you can see my OpenClaw just responded to me and said, "Hi Larry, ready to get to work. What is on the agenda for tonight?" It even knows the time, so it knows that we are presently in the night right here in Nigeria, and I've input all my informations in it. So if you are not making use of autonomous AI agents as of today, or since it exists, then you are missing out. So don't hesitate. You would find the link to Contabo in the description. And thank you for watching this video. Drop a comment if you want me to show you how I was able to set up, or how much token or API tokens I'm spending daily, monthly, weekly to use my OpenClaw. And that is that.